M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. It's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top.
The NFL season is hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here comes the Tennessee offense, and you see Ryan Tannehill leading them out.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 13 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
And well liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle.
He's brought down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up
a shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got in as he threw it. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. He'll get this complete to Batson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
At the 46-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They go play action now. Jackson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
At the 10-yard line.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 21 carries, 73 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Play action. Now Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip.
Ravens 3, Titans nothing.